Blueface Chrisean Rock, the couple that's running the internet right now. I swear every day you see some Instagram account posting about him. Blueface, who really came to fame for rapping off beat. Chrisean Rock, somebody you may know for getting on Aiden Stream disrespecting him, or because Blueface be publicly treating her like shit. Her rise to fame was mainly because of Blueface. He showed her to the public and she took advantage of it and made a platform. But with them meeting came problems. Chrisean Rock was born March 14, 2000 in Baltimore. Growing up, her life was hard. Her dad was abusive. Her mom was on drugs. Some of the stories she told about her dad was fucking crazy. She was talking about her dad was dragging her mom in the forest. Bro, when I say crazy, it was crazy. In the interview, she spoke about how like a large portion of her life she was homeless. Like she didn't have nowhere to stay because her mama was on the drugs so bad. And the first time she ever had like a stable roof over her head was when she went to college. Speaking of college, she had the chance to go D1. She was a track runner in high school. She was going crazy. She was, you feel me? She had the full ride, all kind of stuff. But she decided not to take advantage of that and just went to a regular 2-year college in California. And I think that decision to move to Cali was the reason she met Blueface in the first place, because he was born and raised in LA. Blueface was born January 20th, 1997. Growing up, he had a football talent. He actually had potential to go to the NFL, but instead of doing that, he decided to pursue his rap career. And that decision worked, because in 2018, he blew up. Not necessarily for people liking his music, but because that was so random. Like, think about it, my nigga. It's 2018. You wake up, you see a nigga #2 trending. Why he trending? Cause the nigga rapping off beat. Like, this nigga really became famous cause he rapped off beat. And I feel like he knew deep down niggas really didn't like his music. So he started with the antics. That was the go-to for niggas in 2018. That was when 6ix9ine was in his prime, nigga. And this nigga was on the internet trolling every day. And so Blueface learned from 6ix9ine. Then nigga got on the internet. Nigga made his house camo. Nigga was on the internet trolling. But one thing that did stick out was his OnlyFans show, Blue Girls Club, spinoff of Bad Girls Club. And the show basically was 10 bitches in a 3-bedroom house, and it was 18 episodes. The usual thing with these shows is if you win, it's a cash prize, right? But this time, it wasn't no cash prize. It was a chance at virality. Basically, this nigga Blueface said, you get on my show, you win, I shout you out. You got an internet career. That's pretty much what he was saying. Blueface done did so much crazy shit. He done did anything you could think of. But I think the most out-of-pocket shit this nigga ever did was charge $50 a month to watch a show. Who this nigga think he is? That's where he lost me. I seen this nigga charging $50. Like, bro, what is you talking about? Bro, who was finna pay that? Be real. But he was getting to the bag, I guess. And the show was crazy as hell. Bro, I swear to God, them niggas was saying it was a bitch fighting on every episode. Every episode, bitches was fighting. And then one girl on the show allegedly got assaulted up to 8 times. Speaking of assault, y'all know how Chrisean Rock got that missing too? Y'all know, like, Gap, when she went rival for the Gap, when she was on Aiden Stream, the whole chat was talking about the Gap. That shit happened on the show. I guess this bitch got knocked in the mouth, her tooth flew out. The show was constant chaos though. Then, like, the craziest part about it all, he had them sleeping in bunk beds. And the public didn't even know that the bitch was sleeping on bunk beds. Everybody knew Blueface had a show, but not a lot of people really knew what was going on because the nigga was charging $50 a month. This nigga on Instagram one day recording a video, not thinking about it. This nigga showed some bunk beds in the background. And you know how Twitter get. Everybody was saying it wasn't right for him to be treating them like that. Well, I think people was reaching. They was trying to say it was a boot camp or like a cult. Niggas was saying Blueface cult. Tee up, bro. Then the nigga Blueface got on Twitter. He said, I don't even know what a cult is. I could keep going on and on about the show, about all the crazy stuff that was happening on there. But the most important thing that came out this show was the relationship between Blueface and Chrisean Rock. I know a lot of people be having crazy relationships. It be crazy bitches, but like she really crazy. There's so many stories to tell, I can't even talk about all of them in one video. I'm just gonna talk about the most notable stories, the most known stories, the ones that people really want to know about. One thing about this relationship is Blueface and Chrisean mama got a horrible relationship. I mean bad. These niggas be fighting every month, I swear, bro. Back in May, Chrisean Rock, Blueface mama, they got into this big ass fight. Like, it went viral. Basically, they was out somewhere. It was like a crowd of people. I guess they was at a festival or like a block party or something, but it was just a lot of niggas out in one spot. And they just got the hit.
Right.
Yes.
Why did you beat the?
They give me no option.
And I know I didn't speak about it much in this video, but Blueface and his mama don't really got a good relationship either. So Chrisean and his mama get to hitting. Blueface don't even step in. This nigga don't help. He just let him fight. His mama got on the internet, was talking so much shit. She disowned Chrisean from the family. Then she was posting videos of her face all bruised up, beat up. Even Blueface's sister got on the internet talking. August 2nd, 2022. Social media was going crazy. Everybody wondering what's going on. A clip came out, Blueface and Chrisean fighting. In the video, she hit this nigga multiple times. Like, she hitting this nigga over and over. Like, I'm telling you, she's trying to beat this nigga ass, and he like, chill, get off me, get off me. She just kept hitting him over and over and over, and he was telling her to stop, but she didn't. So eventually, he took her ass to the ground. I would play the clip, but YouTube will age restrict the video, so you probably can just look it up and it'll be somewhere. The whole reason this even happened was because Chrisean Rock was her correctional officer. And the thing is, the only reason she had a CO was because she tried to steal this nigga Blueface car. Earlier this year, Blueface got on IG. Nigga said she stole my car and thought she was finna drive to Baltimore 25 hours away. Then after she got arrested, she asked him to come bail her out. I want you to just put that together. She stole his car and asked him to get her out of jail. But back to the present, it was pictures of her and her correctional officer online at the beach. I'm gonna try to find it. I remember I seen it on Instagram the other day, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it now. But if I can, it'll be on screen. After Chrisean and Blueface fought in the street, he was tripping. He ended up going back to the crib with her. Me personally, I'm not going back home with no bitch who just put her hands on me and cheating on me at the same time. But nah, they got back to the crib. Blueface started recording like he always do. Blueface loves some Instagram, but he got on IG. He was showing his face. Nigga had a black eye. His face was bleeding. Like, she was really beating on this nigga. And she looked fine. It wasn't nothing wrong with her, but she that nigga up. And then after that, he offered her $100,000 to leave him alone, and she was not going. After he offered her the money, she got on Instagram and said, "No money in the world can make me leave you. You might as well call a psych ward to get me out this bitch. I swear to God, a hoe offered me $100,000 to leave her alone. I'm going no questions, nigga. You said $100,000, I'm out of there." But I don't know. It's really a sad situation overall on both sides. Both of them, it's sad. It's just toxic, and she be taking so much disrespect from this nigga, and she still want to stay with him. It don't make no sense. This nigga was really on Instagram saying he f***ed his baby mama in front of her. And the reason I think she put up with so much that he do is because of her dad. And that's why I mentioned it in this video in the first place. I think the way her dad treated her and her family caused her to think it's okay, and she just gonna deal with how Blueface treating her. I do hope they get better though, because this is a sad situation. But knowing them, they probably gonna be in the news next week.